Hey crafty friends, welcome back to Create with Miss Jane. Today we're making these gorgeous flower cards from the Welcoming Garden kit by Stampin' Up. We're going to try to make more than the 9 cards that come in the kit, so let's get started.
Welcome back to another card making kit. Before we get jumping into the card kit, I wanted to show you the beautiful blues kit. This one we made in last month's tutorial, so if you fancy these blue beautiful sympathy cards, then go back on my channel and check out the full tutorial. I have a tutorial of how I expanded this kit and made more than the 9 cards available. But today we are focusing on the new kit called Welcoming Garden Kit. This came out about 2 months ago, and the first month it came out I didn't grab it, and then it sold out. So I have managed to secure it again, and the beautiful blues kit and the Welcoming Garden kit are both in stock. We also have another beautiful new kit that's called Birthday Fancy, and it's beautiful pink cards, so I'm super excited to grab that one as well. We have these new card kits come out every month, and you get everything that you need to create the cards in one cute box. So you get the stamp set, you get the ink pad. This is in the shade Crumb Cake. You also get the tape that you need, you get the dimensionals, you get all of the printed envelopes, they're usually decorated, the stamp block, and then you get the inserts for the card. So this one comes with 3 card designs and 3 of each card, so it makes 9 cards. So we've got all the card bases there. We have the little spaces where we pop the titles and the sentiments. Then you've got all these beautiful die cut flowers, and they're absolutely gorgeous in person, so I'm just going to pop them on a bit of cardboard to show you up close and personal. You get 3 sheets of those, and then you also get this beautiful garden frame, so it's like a little fence frame, and then this is the stamp set, so it's a little picket fence plus some thank you sentiments. So thinking of you and thank you is the theme of this particular kit, but because you can add your own sentiments, you could make this any type of theme. These could be sympathy cards, they could also be happy birthday cards, thank you cards, they could even be a wedding card. You can add your own sentiments on there. There is also an instruction kit and a QR code on the back of the instructions where you can watch a little 5-minute video on how to assemble these particular cards. So every single month and every single card kit, there is a little video that you can watch on YouTube. It goes for about 5 minutes. So what I'm first doing here is I'm going to get all the card bases, and I'm just cutting them in half because I want to extend the kit and make a little bit more than 9 cards. So I like to have my card bases to be just coloured on the front and not on the back. And then I have grabbed some 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 card bases. These are the Stampin' Up ones, and I'm actually just cutting off 3/4 of an inch. I want to make the card bases the same as the front of the cards here, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. So you can see I'm just trimming all of those down. I'm actually going to keep the little white scraps because we can always stamp on them later for sentiments. And then this is card design number 1, and it's actually a fancy fold card, but I like to be able to have lots of space in the middle of my cards to write a nice message. So I'm actually going to cut the front of this card off. And then you'll see I'm just going to trim a little bit off the side because it didn't quite cut perfectly. And then this is going to be my card base. It's going to come with a little opening so we can pop a sentiment in there. And then I'm going to use that brown picket fence for another card. So I'm basically going to follow the design of card number 1, but I'm going to pop it on without the little gate at the front. So now I'm just using the tape that comes inside the kit, and I'm going to stick that blue cloud card front to the front of the card. So my white card base, I'm just sticking that little blue card front. I really love this cloud pattern paper, and at the end when I have finished all the cards, I actually have some of this left over. So I have fastened up this video, so it's not as long as my previous video because I did in the last few weeks make quite a few scrapbooking videos. So if you're into scrapbooking, there are quite a few scrapbooking videos on my channel, but I wanted to make this under 20 minutes, so I've actually fastened up this video and I'm just doing a little bit of a voiceover. But here we go, we're popping on some stamps. So this is a little tip that I like to do. I like to pop my stamp down onto the Versamat first, and then I actually pick it up onto the block, and it just makes it a whole lot easier. So now I'm just stamping in all of these little decorated spaces the sentiment Just a Note. This one comes from the kit, and the other sentiment that I'm stamping, which is a little bit longer, is for the inside of the card, and that one says thinking of you today. So these are really nice, beautiful sentiments, and there's little tiny strips that you can't quite see here, but they are little strips of white paper, and I'm just stamping the thinking of you onto those little white strips. And then I decided that I was going to grab a little happy birthday sentiment. So I like this beautiful butterflies stamp that I've got in my stash, but you could grab any birthday sentiment stamp from your stash. And then this particular stamp set fit perfectly onto this little white piece of die cut paper. So I'm just stamping a few happy birthday stamp sets. And then I also love this other stamp set from the kit. It says, in case you need me, I'm here. And because this little stamp is going to be, this little card is going to say Just a Note, I thought it'd be nice to actually pop a little sentiment inside when we open the little flower bed. So it says, in case you need me, I am here. And then I'm just going to pop this up on the stamp dimensionals that they give you inside the kit. So I absolutely love these kits. They're such good value for money because you get all of the things that you need to create the kits, and it means you can do it on the run, you can take it on a holiday, you can take it to a workshop or a class. And then I have just actually added some embellishments to this kit. I thought it needed a little bit something extra, so I've added the brushed brass butterflies. I'm not sure if these are still available, but I will link all of the additional products that I have used along with this kit to create these cards in the description box below. So just hit on the more and you will see all of the products that I have used today. So now we're going to move on to card design number 2, and this one is the beautiful like wrought iron fence and the little black fence. This is actually quite delicate. It's a little die cut. And I'm just going to stick this on with some of the tape that came into the kit. So I've got that beautiful filigree leaf die cut that I have punched out from the die cuts that you get. And then I've just placed that behind the little fence. And now I'm going to stick the blue sky card base to the front of the card. And I just take my time when I'm lining up these card bases. You want to make sure that it goes on perfectly and lines up perfectly. And then we're going to use a little bit of the green glue. We also sell this with Stampin' Up. It's called the Tombow Multi Liquid Glue. And I like the little fine tip on this glue pen. So just make sure you use a tiny amount of this glue. Sometimes a lot of it comes out of the bottle. So you just need the smallest, tiniest little dots. And I'm just putting a few little dots all the way around the leaves, on the back of all the leaves. And then I'm going to position that onto the front of the card base. This is actually a really simple, easy card. There was another piece on the design of this. There was a white background on this card in the instructions, but I didn't really like the white background. I liked the blue sky. So I'm just getting a tissue and I'm just dabbing the extra glue off. I don't really like when my hands get all sticky and gluey. So I'm just pressing it down with the acrylic block there just to secure the little leaves and the little filigree fence down. Now I'm going to pop on the Just a Note sentiment that I previously stamped, and then I'm going to add some of these little flowers. So these were originally flowers that were supposed to be on card number 1, and I am just adding these around onto the fence. So in the original card design for this one, it has a lot of orange flowers all over the fence, but I thought it'd be really pretty to have a variety of different colored flowers. So I've just added a few flowers, and then I'm going to go back and add some more flowers at the end. So I've got a little yellow one, a little purple one, a little orange one, and I'm just placing them around the fence. This card has actually turned out really, really sweet, and I didn't add any little butterflies on that one, but you could definitely add some bling or some butterflies. So card number 3, I'm actually going to do a little bit of fussy cutting because I need some flowers to add to card design number 4. So I'm just going to use the contents from card design number 4 to cut the flowers in half to make card design number 3. So we're doing a little bit of fussy cutting here, and I just used the little fence as a guide to where I was going to cut it, because I'm going to use the purple flowers with the fence, and then I'm going to use the other little flowers with this particular design. So I'm just cutting them in half. So now I'm popping on the blue sky card base. I love the fact that all of these cards have the blue card base in the background. So they're all beautiful matching cohesive cards. And now I'm using that little brown fence paling that we cut off card design number 1, and we're using that to pop card design on the front here. So I'm just again using the tape that came in the kit. I'm using a little bit of my tape runner as well, because I always find that's fast and easy. I don't know about you, but does anyone have any hacks for getting this white sticky stuff off the back of the tape, because it drives me bananas. But anyway, I have lined that up perfectly with the fence paling, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of tape on the bottom of this where the grass is. And I actually want to raise up these flowers, so I'm going to get the little Stampin' Dimensionals that you get in this kit, and I'm going to use my little tweezers, and I'm going to just pick them up, and I'm just going to pop them on the back of some of the flowers. I'm using probably about 6 or 7 on the back here just to raise them up, and I'm just trying to find the little flowers that are big enough to hold the little mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Taking off those backs, it's quite painful. And then I'm going to stick it down. I'm going to actually pop it over aligned with the left side of the card, because we did cut that in half, so the little flowers have got a little bit of an edge on them. So we're going to line that up with the left side, and then we're going to stamp the thanks sentiment, and I've just popped it onto the block, and then I'm using my Memento black ink. You can use the crumb cake ink that comes with on the Stampin' Spot that comes with this kit, but I actually liked the black. I do always like my sentiments to be in black, but you could stamp them in whatever stamp pad you have as well. So I'm just going to use that little thanks, and I'm just going to pop that on the front of the gate. And then of course we're going to add some more of our little brushed butterfly stamps. Brushed brass butterflies. It's a tongue twister, that one. But any little embellishment that you have in your stash will work just as well. So now we have enough to make 3 of that particular card. So we're going along pretty well, and we're up to card design number 4. I'm going to make this almost exactly the same as the original design, but we only have half of the flowers. So in the original design, the flowers go across the whole of the card. But I thought they got a little bit wasted behind the fence. So I've actually just placed my stamp down onto my Versamat, and then I have picked it up with the block, and now I'm going in with the crumb cake Stampin' Spot, and I'm just going to stamp that right over the top. I have inked it up quite a number of times. So you do the whole fence on the left hand side, the right hand side, and then you just do 3 little fence palings on the left hand side. So this is going to act as our little door that's going to open up. And then there's the other side of the fence, so I'm just going to ink up 3 of the little fence palings with the crumb cake ink, and I'm going to stamp that down. I love that you get a block inside every single one of these kits, because if it comes with a stamp, it always comes with an ink and a block. So I have quite a lot of collection of these particular blocks, which is so great. We can pop a sentiment on each particular block. We don't have to keep changing them and cleaning them. Now I decided that the little fence paling, these are the little posts in the fence paling, and they were a little bit pale. So I got some of my crumb cake ink and I just inked around them to make them a little bit more brown. And I did end up on the 2nd and 3rd card actually inking around the whole of the fence with the crumb cake. So now I'm just sticking it down, and don't forget you only stick the left hand side of the fence. You don't want to stick the middle of the fence, because that's where our little flowers are going to pop out. So I'm not going to have grass at the bottom of my card like they have in the original design, but I think that's okay. I like the little surprise of the flowers inside. So now I'm just going to pop these flowers down quite flat. So again, I'm going to pop a little bit of the tape at the bottom where the grass is, and then I'm going to add some glue with my Multi tipped glue. This is always great to have in your stash because sometimes we can't use tape runner for little tiny delicate pieces, and the glue always goes on white but then it dries clear. So I'm just going to use my little fingertips to press that down, and we're going to leave the little door open so it doesn't get stuck. We need the glue to dry. And then this one actually has a little hello on the sentiment. So this one was already a little die cut that you didn't have to stamp. It already came with hello on it, and it comes in a few other languages as well. So we are a worldwide international company here at Stampin' Up, so we have things in English and French and German. So that is pretty cool. So now I'm just going to add those little fence palings. This is very painful, taking off these tiny little Stampin' dimensionals. It's actually quite hard to pop them on, but I'm using my little take your pick tool to get those on there, and then I'm going to just peel them off with my fingers. Lucky I have sped this video up for you because it's quite painful to watch taking all the backs off these little things. And then we have the little peekaboo on the inside. I love how cute this is. You can of course add some brushed butterflies, or you could add some little gems, and you could decorate the inside of the card as well. But I tend to always write an essay when it comes to sending birthday cards or thinking of you cards. I always write a lot inside my cards, so I just leave them blank. But you could go ahead and you could also decorate the inside of your card with pieces that you might have in your stash. Look how cute and darling that turned out. So we've ended up making 12 cards instead of 9 cards by adding a few extra products, but they turned out super gorgeous and so pretty. I absolutely had so much fun making them. Please let me know which card design is your favorite, and I will pick one person to win one of these cards and I will send it to you next week.
Thanks so much for watching this quick card tutorial. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you're going to grab one of the Stampin' Up kits because they are such good value. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please like, share with a crafty friend, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.